really should customize that starting countdown screen, but it's just got such a bouncy beat to it. It just kind of just gets me going.
Go.
All right. Well, we are back finally, with the slam down knockout, hopefully ending to this story arc tonight. In our Shadowrun 2050s using the Champions Now system. Tonight, we got Chuck. Chuck, who are you playing?
I am playing Ivan. I cast spells and light fires, and I don't know. I'm going to burn a lot of people.
According to Scout, you cast a spell.
Listen, one spell, but I do it very well.
There is that. Speaking of which, who's playing Scout?
That's me. I'm Steven. I'm playing Scout, an orc ex-cop. I have been wearing Hawaiian shirts ever since our failed vacation to the Caribbean, and I'm trying to get everyone to go back because I need to work on my tan.
I have a feeling you've got orc-sized flip-flops on, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, just because. Yeah, Jeff playing Gantu.
Yeah, I'm Gantu Praboa, dwarf street samurai and business entrepreneur. And for better or worse, I have entered into the moral compass of the group because it has been abdicated by our Hawaiian shirt-wearing friend. I use the term friend loosely.
Acquaintance. Hanger
person who sleeps in above the boiler room in my bowling alley.
Sorry, Gantu. He's part of your entourage. It's just it. That's just,
Yeah, I know.
This is how it works. Jake, who you got?
I'll be portraying Kaylee, an elvish decker turned digital rocker girl. She has a touch of the ghoulism, and lately has been given an excuse to indulge in her particular diet of choice.
What's the name of her latest album that just hit the charts?
Super cool.
Super cool. It's the front cover is the picture of the inside of an ice cooler with body parts.
Absolutely.
Well, there we go.
The perfect temperature.
Exactly.
Which is the name of the first track.
The perfect temperature. All right. So going with that, as you can see what kind of people this running crew is, they knocked the door and rang the doorbell last session by blowing up a white panel van filled with some chemical drums outside of a sewage treatment plant, a running sewage treatment plant, by the way. This is not a defunct, not operational, keeping in mind that if the plant were destroyed, about a third of the city's water supply would be non-functional and certainly, make people ill until they finally let out the warning saying you should probably boil your water. People will die. Yeah, people will die, certainly. But, Gantu being the conscience of the group, we'll just gloss over that.
It's a math problem. If we don't do this, more people could potentially die. So,
problem. Mm-hmm.
If you want to save a bunch load of people, you're going to have to kill a smaller bunch load of people.
I think Scout is just tired and broken about fighting this. Like he's had this conversation so many times that he's just like, fuck it, let's murder everyone.
He's finally come around. Look at that.
The spirit, Scout.
You finally graduated. Okay, you're a full-fledged member now.
No, he didn't actually say it. He's just having that inner argument with himself. He's trying to decide.
Never mind, get back in the boiler room.
He talks out loud. Or thinks out loud. That's it. Yes, he thinks out loud.
He definitely counts out loud.
He's finally become a broken person like everyone else in this crew. Welcome, brother. All right, so the parking lot where the big explosion that just rang out is just outside here. And what these are delivery or the roll-up kind of shipment door where you'd be taking in supplies, that sort of thing. You're not exactly sure what a water treatment plant would be taking in as supplies. Maybe their solid waste comes out this way. Who knows? But the roll-up is about, quarter of the way already rolled up. The explosion of the truck sends some shrapnel into it. You see that there is a lighted hallway behind it. And just casually looking down that hallway, you notice first signs of strangeness is that there is kind of a pooling green liquid on the floor, and there's just lush vegetation growing out of it. Thick wooden ivy vines are just breaking into the cement structure of the walls and twining themselves around copper pipes, metal pipes, ladders, that sort of thing.
Does it look like the weird liquid we saw in the one place with the helicopter and the hellhounds?
Yes, it does.
That's bad shit. Don't touch. You'll get, the cooties.
So what do you
Does
guys
it
do?
look like?
I forgot to during
Go
the
ahead.
everyone introductions. Nick, I don't know if he's going to show up tonight or not. Nick's still around. If he is able to make it, we'll throw him in here. But just assume that Maosu is scouting. He is in the astral scouting right now.
I throw
People are
him
patrolling
in the
perimeter.
green stuff.
Yes. His body is limp and lifeless in the cab of the car.
Yes, I see that. I see that, Ganto.
I wasn't doing nothing. We
Let
talking about?
us. We got to get in here and do the thing, all right?
Gantu, he's like
Yeah.
the best free labor you've ever had. I mean, if you
No.
just tune him out.
That's a difficult thing to do. All right. So don't touch the green stuff. No extra lives. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Is this the only way in that we can see?
Probably not, since it looks like it's a delivery or I'm not sure what you would call it. My brain's not functioning tonight. It's either a
loading
delivery
dock or
or a
something.
package moving dock, a loading dock. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Loading dock. And it's opened, at least partially.
Can we and so is it like blocking the way into the loading dock? Like can we circumvent the green stuff to
No.
get inside?
Well, so looking at the map here, so you guys will be coming in right here. These are the roll-up doors. And so there's each of these hexes like one of your movement points. So there's several feet before the green starts. But it's
Right.
definitely kind of blocking up the floor on the hallway, kind of going up the sides of the walls. You're definitely going to have to walk through it or find some way to fly above it.
Is this stuff flammable, Ivan?
I was just thinking that. I cast Fireball.
Okay. Where is everyone? Just right outside the lift doors here?
Yeah, I'll be next to. I'll be covering Ivan while he's doing his little magical mumbo jumbo.
Don't know how to make my token smaller.
I wish Ivan had a bit where like he just renamed Fireball every time he cast it. Like this time it'd be Purify Chemical or something like that. But
I
it's just
cast
Fireball.
Get Out of Here green shit.
Okay. It does burn. The surprising thing is you all kind of hear this kind of just low key kind of screaming as it burns. You're not exactly sure how. It certainly doesn't have vocal cords, but you all can hear screaming in your head as the vines and the foliage catch fire. Fortunately, it also releases like this noxious cloud of kind of green gas that kind of backwashes into you, Ivan.
Okay, I am immune.
Okay. It is really hot in your lungs. You can't help but breathe in just a little bit. What is your knockout number?
26.
Okay. We'll take 11 points. Now, this will fade if you just take a moment to step back, take a breather. But it's just, it gets into your lungs before you can really stop it. It's superheated hot after your fireball. You don't know if it's the same chemical or not, but so far you've had very good luck at resisting it. And you guys were inoculated recently, too. You hope.
Well,
Do we have any sort of like chemical masks or anything with us that we could put on?
Nobody stopped to get anything.
this. It is one of those, is it flammable? Yes, but is the answer.
Mhm. Yes, it burns and it certainly clears out the hallway, but it's just leaving this kind of greenish haze in the hallway now. Some of it starts to come out through the lift doors here.
Well, how long do we let it air out for?
We don't. I'll cut a strip off the back of my shirt and tie it around my face. I have
Yeah,
a
I'll do
bandage
something
now.
Cut
similar.
another strip off of his shirt and tie it to my face.
While
Listen,
that's
if you
happening,
keep going.
I was gonna cut a strip off of Scout's shirt and put it over my face.
No, this is from the Caribbean.
Kaylee,
No, too
just
late.
cut the strip off of yours, and
Kaylee's immune anyway. Her lungs, they don't need to be there anymore.
If anyone tries to cut a strip off my rhinestone bowling shirt, I will literally kill you. Just throwing that out there.
special
As
need
you
Armani.
ruin my
Fair.
floral shirt.
It's a Hawaiian shirt, man. Like, you've got 50 of them.
Could you get me some of Scout's shirt? I would appreciate that.
No, absolutely, Kelly. No problem. Here you go.
I think
Okay,
the Kaylee, if you
that's
would have
okay.
asked
Kaylee,
Scout,
I'd give you the whole shirt if you need it.
Scout, give Kaylee the whole shirt.
No, please.
All right, I take off my shirt.
No.
Scout, she might need her shoes too if you want to hand them shoes over too.
Kaylee, do you need
Case.
shoes?
You mean your flip flops, size 17?
I've got thongs.
There you go.
Yeah,
All right,
I mean, I'll Gantu with his face covered and his supreme athletic ability will run as fast as he can to the other side, see if he can make it through without dying.
Sure. You notice as the gas has been superheated from the fireball, it's rising quickly. So you being a dwarf,
Oh yeah,
you're actually out of most of it. It's all rising kind of higher. You do notice as you duck into this long hallway, the lights are particularly bright, and you're looking up and you expect to see the normal fluorescence like an office building would have. You say they've been replaced. And you're looking up and you're noticing the light is particularly bright. The spectrum is to the very warm side. Someone has put glow lights, or grow lights, I should say. Grow lights installed.
Okay. I will shout back to everyone. All right, stay low and let's go. Come on. You can stop, drop, roll. And then there's some weird looking lights up there.
Let's
go, come on.
Run over. Kaylee, we need you to hack these lights.
I will attempt that with great alacrity.
Okay. So pause for a second. So you quickly take a look around. There is no Wi-Fi. You're going to need some place to plug in, you're thinking.
Mm.
Ivan and Gantu, as you were kind of running through as fast as you can, so you see I've illuminated what's like visible to you without opening any doors. And so this is a conference room here. And as you come down, you're looking at the conference room, something peeks out. It not dog shaped this time, but it has that look of one of those toxic spirits again. And it has physically manifested, standing guard in this room. And it kind of sees you. Hasn't moved just yet. And then there's another break in the wall here. It looks like the wall has been broken through. Those kind of like ivy vines have just kind of ripped out the concrete and steel, and you can kind of see into what used to be a restroom.
All right. I'll check out the restroom. You go ahead and take care of that little fancy thing right there. Seems fair.
I'm going to use telepathy.
Okay.
And talk to the creature with my mind.
Okay.
I do it.
What do you want to say to the creature using your mind?
Hey, homie, we're supposed to be here. We just need you to point out which way we need to go.
Tell you what, we'll do this as an ego attack.
I hit Defender
Okay.
Ego 13.
All right. So yeah, not buying it. Not buying it. So it begins to move out of this door towards you. Now, while that's going on, before we go into segmented combat or anything, Gantu, what are you doing?
I was just peeking into that there bathroom, see if there is an alternative mode.
Another
Oh,
one floats
okay.
down.
Well, hey, Scout, we could use a hand. Now listen there, big fella.
Yeah, I mean,
Scout.
Kaylee said there's no Wi-Fi, so I was going to offer her my cord, and I just hand her like a wall charger to my phone.
Kaylee will take it and throw it into the green gas.
Oh, I'll get that for you, and I'll run in.
God dang it.
Run in towards Gantu.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm just gonna do one of those like, now easy there, big fella. Hey, but we come in peace or something.
They don't seem to be in attack mode yet. Ivan, knowing what you do against summoned spirits, they're probably guardians. So until you try to do something against what they're guarding, you're likely okay. Although this one is kind of moving towards you slowly.
I'll relay that. Like, listen, these are guardian spirits. They should only attack if we make moves against whatever it is that they're guarding. Although I did telepathically piss this one off. Maybe we should fall back some and see if they follow. And that gives us a kill corridor that we can fireball.
How tall are these things, too, by the way?
It's like 7 feet, but they're not completely substantial. Like you can see through them. But they do seem to have to stoop. Like the one that's coming towards Ivan does kind of stoop a little to get through the doorway.
All right, I will try to do the whole like as we're backing up. I'll try to intersperse myself between Ivan and them. Be like, okay, hey, we ain't no harm, no foul. My hand, you can see my hands. No, we're not doing nothing. Everything's happy when you're part of a team. Come on.
You back into the corridor a little bit, and Ivan, this one just basically takes up a position right in front of that open door. It doesn't come any further, stays there. This one kind of floats out and takes a position right there at that broken wall, and just kind of hangs out there.
Okay, so
that's not
looks
so
like
bad.
This is a door here, and that's the only other door that you see. This actually is a broken piece of wall here, but it's still got some of the clinging bits of flaming plant on it, so you can't quite make out what's in that room yet.
Can I, as we're backing up, take a look at that door that you pinged? Is that just a bathroom door, or?
You don't know. It's a bit more substantial than just the bathroom door. It's actually got like a lock and a little, those little security pane windows that you can look down.
Okay. Can I look and see what's through the pane?
Yeah, it's a hallway, and let me see if it'll reveal here. I'm having problems with the Roll20 reveal thing. Doesn't seem to like to reveal.
There you go. He's a little bit right there.
Okay. And yeah, you do kind of catch the bottom feet of another one of these things in this doorway here. But no, it looks like it's another corridor. You do see shattered flooring, a few other things. You do see a couple of dollies, like you would use to move heavy objects, just kind of laying in the hallways here with some straps, nothing on them, but just like they were used and then discarded.
All right. We got a third one right through this here door.
All right. Well, I mean, we could try and kill one.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, then.
Scout would be running through the cloud to get the cord, and then he'd see these big guys. Oh shit! And he'd pull up his shotgun at the ready.
Okay, hey, hang on. Can we put the flaming bit out on the kind of crumbling wall, and then see if Gantu can just use his hammer fist, just sort of accelerate the destruction?
You walk back over here and you pound at the wall a little bit to look in here. It's an office space, and there's no lights on in here, but you do find some interesting things on this table. There seems to be there's a printer, like a mass production printer, that has like a huge stack of label sheets, and there's a couple of labels scattered around, and they're the size of well, what they're a graphic for like a soda can. It's Bang soda, Bang with an exclamation mark.
That is an energy drink now.
Hmm.
So do you think that they took the evil chemicals and put them in the soda, and that's how they are going to poison everyone?
I mean, that could be, but then what did you just blow up that was on the back of that big old truck?
I don't know. Fun.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was fun too. I'm just saying, like, maybe leftovers or something. I don't know.
Could be maybe unrelated.
So I
Yeah.
listened to the last end of that recording again. You guys were discussing if you would be able to tell the chemical by look or taste, and you decided just to blow it up. You didn't even pop the cans to find out what was in it, so you have no idea. They were just big barrels of something.
When in doubt, fireball.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I guess with the wall the Gantu is done, I'll move in.
Okay.
Same.
All right. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a protector in here, although you do now that you're in the room. Let me- You can see this door right here is shattered, and you can see into the next office, and one of these creatures is in here. Why isn't it working now? Oh, come on. Ah, there we go.
And there's a door there that you said is shattered, or just
It's
open?
shattered, and it looks like someone just kind of finished it off. There's some of the dead vines hanging off of it, and what looks like in this room is someone has set up like an office. There's a comfortable chair that's been relocated. Several monitors have been pulled from other places and set up on the desk. There is a little refrigerator still plugged in and humming away over here, like one of those little dorm fridges. There's also, like in this corner here, like a sleeping bag, some changes of clothing just kind of laid out.
Is the thing moving towards us now that we're in this room?
No, it definitely sees you, but it's staying in this room.
All right. Well, something cool is in that room.
I mean, how tough are these things, man?
The last two weren't as gnarly looking as these, and it did take 3 of us to put 2 down. But, we go at it ranged. We may be able to do quite a bit before it closes in.
There's a door here, closed and still intact, and a door here, closed and still intact. Looking at the desk, you see several cans, like aluminum cans, and then these labels are definitely made to go over it. And you see, like, you assume is an original can of Bang Cola there as a maybe as a control, and so the fake ones that are being produced look incredibly similar. I mean, the originals don't have a sticker around it, so like, it's just painted onto the can. And these fake ones, you can kind of peel it off, so that's how you can tell that it's fake. But it looks like you see a whole bunch of cans. There's like a whole setup here for filling these cans, printing out the wrappers around them. You see a couple of dollies here that have several cases of Bang Cola loaded up onto them.
Do we recall seeing any sort of concessions at the stadium?
Yes.
It would like Bang Cola.
Well, they hadn't set up the concession
Mhm.
people hadn't been up yet, but they do have concession area, and they do have the people that walk up and down the stadium aisles having the little concession boxes as well. They definitely have places for a concession.
Maybe this is more of how they were about to distribute that,
So the company that we're working for, Knight Aaron, who are we working for again?
Not
Yeah.
around.
Night around.
Yeah. And they're working there to defend the stadium as well, right? Or what was their goal? I forget.
Oh yeah, no, they're there for the protection of the presidential hopeful. They're there to secure the place, make sure he would be as safe as possible. They tried to convince him not to have the speech there because controlling that large of a place is next to impossible. But he wouldn't back down, so they're doing everything they can to make it as safe as possible.
Okay. I'll take my phone and I'll call our supervisor.
You pick up your pan and no signal.
Well, that's lame.
I mean, you go walk 100 feet outside and do it probably.
All right, I'll run outside.
Okay, you get to like right at the roll up doors. You're looking for bars. You're noticing that your thing is that like there's no signal at all. And as you put your hand outside, there's a big explosion just to the left of your hand that blows up the pull down, roll down window. There's this green ooze that kind of drips from the play from just right where it struck. Obviously, wasn't intended to hit you, but to let you know that exiting may be a poor idea.
We've been pinned down. I'll yell back to Gantu. As soon as I stuck my hand out, someone took a shot at it. I think it was warning shot not to leave. And it's the green stuff.
Kaylee, you're looking around. You walk into this little office here as well, where they're printing the soda cans, and you're looking. You got your cord out. You're looking around for somewhere to plug in. And this plant is so old that you think everything here might be manual control. You're not seeing any place to plug in.
Oh boy. Has anyone seen any punch cards around this dump?
I mean, there's
Looks
a
like
couple
it's
other
all cola
doors.
to me.
There's a couple of zip drives laying on the desk.
I mean, you want me to go punch and open some of these doors? Maybe there's somewhere else, Kaylee.
Oh yes, that would be great. Maybe we could see if we could punch through the floor to make our escape eventually.
Yeah, I like punching stuff, so I mean, we'll put that in the back pocket.
I'll rejoin the group.
Okay, that's the door you want to punch. I'm taking it.
I'm just gonna throw this out there, Ivan. I mean, I don't want to. I know you are a wizard of some significant power and renown. Yes, Scout, I did say that, and you have Billy Cat's like invisibility and such like that. Now you got shot at by something out there that's pinning us down. Okay, I mean, is it possible maybe they shot at you because they saw you, or is it like automated, or?
I don't know. Let me try. White magic, invisible. And I'll go back over there.
I like to think that's exactly how you cast the spell. Magic, invisible.
Yeah, you you make yourself invisible. We're not in segmented rounds yet, so don't worry about spending endurance.
Okay.
But you take a look outside of there, and there's now a perimeter of several of these toxic spirits just doing the rounds. You're seeing like a dozen of them out there.
And my invisibility only hits all ordinary senses, so they can probably see me. I think. Do they react to me when I stick my hand back out?
Do you just duck down and look, or do you actually step out?
I'll duck down and look, and then seeing them, I'll stick my hand out like I did before.
Yeah, then there's a couple more blasts. And again, they don't seem like they're trying to target you exactly. Either that or they're like stormtrooper precision. They get close, but they don't actually hit you.
All right, I'll close back in with the group. Yeah, we're surrounded by more of them green assholes, and they're flying, and they can see through my magic invisibility.
Well,
It's not really invisible if they can see you, is it?
It's, Scout. I cast invisibility on Scout. If only it was silence.
What was that movie?
Are you casting fireball so that I disappear?
Not yet. We still have an hour and a half.
What was that movie where the superhero was invisible, but only when you're not looking at him?
That was Mystery Man.
Mystery Man. That's a great one.
All right. Well, I guess we're going further in, see what we can find, and I'll see if I can. First, I'll see if I can see through this door if it's got another open pane. If not, I'll carefully.
It
push
does
it
not. This one's actually more of a security door. It's a steel door. So go ahead and just do me your strength damage. That you're using your fists, so whatever power you have onto that for extra strength or punching power, just roll those dice.
All right. So my hammer fist is 46, I think. Yeah, 46.
Okay, so we're
13.
counting. Yeah, we're not counting that. We're counting the body damage, which you have done. You've done enough. So yeah, you slam that door. Your fist crunches into the steel, which buckles it. It's not definitely not a security door, but it was a steel door. It opens up and it's an office room, or at least it was, but it's been turned into like a makeshift surgical theater. Someone has cleared off like an executive table, and one of the plant workers still wearing his he's still got his ID tag around his neck. He's still got the day glow vest on. He's laying out on the table, and there's a funnel that's been shoved in his mouth. You see several empty cans laying around him. He's quite dead. His chest has been opened up. Someone's done the Y incision and it broken his ribs, and it's all still splayed out. Organs have been laid on like little vessels nearby. There's even like one of them still on the weigh scale. It looks like someone has force fed him the soda and then did an autopsy on him.
Well, that just ain't right.
And then there's another door on the opposite wall of the room here. Another one of these steel doors.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll slowly move out, look for ways to like constantly kind of like checking doors to see if there's a way to look through first, and then like pausing for a minute so we can like scour the room that we're in.
So these internal doors don't have the windows, just the external ones here did.
All right. Well, we got ourselves some kind of old surgical room here, and this poor son of a bitch right here, some sort of a science experiment. I don't know if there's anything to plug in here, Kaylee, but you can keep looking.
I doubt there's anywhere to plug in anywhere here, but I suppose maybe we could find something of value.
I walk into the room, and again, you don't find anything on the walls to plug into. There's no computers here. Looks like either the person brought a portable with them or something. But yeah, nothing here to retrieve data from.
Damn, but
This is a very odd setup. Like, it let us enter freely, but now it does not let us leave. I mean, if they didn't want us telling anyone about this, they would just kill us.
Yeah. It's kind of curious, you know? Like, there's so many of them that clearly outnumber us, man. They can, like, swarm us and probably kill Scout while the rest of us get away, but I don't know.
Why would you put that out there? Why would you throw that out into the air?
Man, if I say it, it's not going to happen. Don't worry about it.
because you would stay and fight valiantly to the last.
Yeah. I mean, they're threatening Kaylee, man.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't want anything to happen to you, Kaylee, but also, like, I don't want to be the only one to stay. Never mind. Let's keep going. Just don't put that stuff out there.
I mean, the only reason you'd be staying is because they would probably get on you first, you know, and then they'd hold you back or something.
I've been jogging. I told you this.
I know. I'm proud of you, man.
You guys are talking, trying to decide, what's going on, what's the play here. All of you, as you're talking to another, there's a breaking conversation, one after another. You don't know if it's like that. Like, so first Scout just kind of arches his back and he just makes a big yawn, and then Gantu's like, as he's talking, and then Ivan does the same. The only one not affected is Kaylee. All of the rest of you guys drop one endurance. Just mark off one endurance point.
Knock that off. This is no time for a nap.
I think we've been sleep poisoned, Kaylee. You'll have to carry us all out of here.
Yeah, probably. I'm the smallest, so I think you can take me first,
I did see some dollies. Perhaps I could stack Gantu and Ivan on top of it and wheel you both out.
That's good thinking.
For Scout.
Yeah, I'm awake still. I can walk out.
Listen, we better hustle here, man. I don't want to fall asleep in here while them things are around. Like we gotta keep going. Let's punch open some doors.
Yes.
All right.
I will punch open some doors. The ones in here.
All right. Go ahead and do me the strength damage again. Oh yeah,
70.
one blow. I'm having you do it because if it takes more than one blow, something may happen. But this is another surgical theater. The person on this table, though, seems to still be alive, strapped down, has a funnel in his mouth, and there's like a little setup that is every 30 seconds or so it upends another one of these sodas down the funnel, kind of spirals around, dropped at him, and he's got these wide eyes. He's looking up as another soda starts making its way down the spiral.
Angel will run in, kind of knock the thing out. Like, hey, fella, come, hang on, man, hang on, help's coming.
Okay.
We got a live one here, boys.
I'll run in and start helping to detach this person from the table.
Yeah, he's basically just strapped down with some cords onto this makeshift table. His eyes are still very wide. He's convulsing a little bit on the table. He seems to be aware that you're there. He's trying to say something, but his throat and his mouth are just kind of bent back and almost like a rigger as he's trying to talk.
Does anyone know? Someone help him, man. I don't know shit from Shinola when it comes to this stuff.
I used to know healing spells, but I had to drop them for telepathy.
Well, if you have telepathy,
first aid, but I no longer do.
Oh, that's even better. I use telepathy and I read his thoughts.
Oh my God, Kaylee, you're a genius.
Genius.
Okay. So his thoughts are he's in excruciating pain. His every muscle of his body is kind of spasming and contorting at the same time. There's just like nothing but pain. Like there's no other thought in there. And by the way, so this is a skill light system. You don't actually need a skill in healing or in medicine to be able to do something, assuming that your character has the background in it. I don't think anybody is. Scouts would have had limited first aid training as being a police officer. I don't think anyone else has ever shown that sort of.
No.
His stomach should be around here.
Kelly, that is his thigh.
Well, that would be the tastiest part. Let me try higher. Here,
I feel like Kaylee would have some Hannibal Lecter-esque knowledge of anatomy.
If you were to just roll him onto his front and punch him right around there,
okay,
should
all right,
probably throw up or be paralyzed.
All right, here I go. Right here. Okay.
Scout, if you want to make me an intelligence check, so whatever your score is, you want to hit that or less. Okay. How is that? Equal to or less?
It's equal to my score.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you think this guy is he's convulsing. You need to give him some kind of relaxant. His heart's probably under a great deal of stress. He's going to go into shock, you think, if he's not already there?
Yeah. He doesn't look good, guys. He needs a doctor.
You flip him over, and then so when you do this, like this foaming green fluid, he starts just voiding his stomach out onto the table. It just starts to come out. You notice
you see that stuff that's not supposed to be
frothing.
in there.
The only thoughts he has in his head are of extreme pain. Even if we could heal him here or do something, he doesn't have anything to share at the moment.
Is he gonna die? Like,
I mean, he hopes so.
He's probably going to die.
And yes.
Oh, I mean, are we gonna do anything you can do about it, Scout?
Well, like, you see how he's shaking like that? He needs medicine to not do that.
You got any of that?
No.
Let me see. In magical college, I did have to do a semester on basic, human like parts and stuff. I'll try and do something medically to help him
Magically or just with your smarts?
with my
Your
smarts.
smarts. Oh no.
Mhm. Using the old brain.
Okay. Versus a 15,
13
so-
under 15.
Yeah, I mean, you think the same thing as Scout. He's in shock. You need to get him out of that, which, I mean, just getting him warm or getting him cool, one or the other. You don't know what extreme he's at right now. You need to get his body to kind of calm down. I mean, of course, he's been pumped full of some drugs. So you have no idea what that's doing to his system. If you can make him void everything he's got in him, much
I
like
think-
he's kind of doing right now, it might help.
Well, Gantu, I think Kaylee's idea is the right idea.
Okay. All
Right,
right. I'm gonna
make more
punch him
of
here.
that come out. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You want me to I mean, I know that when I get super drunk and I can't, I mean, I don't do that anymore, but back in the old days when I used to get super drunk and I couldn't throw, I used to stick my finger down my mouth and the hammer finger makes it even worse, man. I could do that.
Oh, I think that's a good idea because I'm like, I don't want you getting this stuff on you. But
Scout, put your finger in his.
the hammer finger is immune.
It's pretty good.
Hammer
yeah.
finger.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you make him basically just vomit his, his guts out, I mean, he does that. Somebody grabs a wastebasket. There's a lot of fluid in him. Eventually, he just starts dry heaving. There's nothing left. Ivan, if you want to reach out with telepathy, pain is less. He's starting to think a little bit more.
Think, man. Who did this? Why do this? Where do this? What's going on?
Okay. Telepathy, right? So he have an image in your head, his head that he shares with
Side
you.
note, I have mass telepathy, so I'm just going to tune everyone here into his thoughts.
All right. So, yeah, you get a telepathic picture of this person whose skin is like translucent. He glows. You can see his skeleton beneath it.
I'll ask him, this is who did this to you.
Is he still here?
Nodding his head.
Where is he?
So, you hear telepathically saying, I've been tied up for days. He just comes in every now and then to torture me and to take notes.
I think I've seen this man before in the old Superman cartoons that would do on the reruns in Mother Russia.
Oh, I thought he looked like Ghost Rider, but like a different color.
Kind of, yeah. All right. Well, we have two thoughts now. The one is that this is the jerk who did it, and two, he's still here, which could be what these things are guarding.
Okay. You guys have taken more time to save this person's life. Drop another endurance. Everybody except for Kaylee. You don't feel, you yawn, but it's not so much that you feel tired. It's more like you feel that exhaustive stage you get after a good workout or a great deal of physical exercise.
I'll be right back.
Goodbye, Kaylee.
Kaylee jets. It's like, I'm good.
Kaylee,
Say
no.
that in these types of movies. Oh my god.
All right.
well,
Eh,
there's another door here, right over my Scout.
let's keep
Yeah,
dooring
let's
it.
try going through it.
Yeah.
All right, same thing. Go ahead and give me your strength damage.
You just stay here, friend. We'll come back for you.
That's enough damage. Yep. Bust the door in. This is big office room. There are handwritten notes just scattered all over the floor. They're chemical. You see the chemical representation. You guys have seen the little the molecule diagrams, right?
Yeah.
They're just some of them are scratched out. There's notes in some of them. just all over the place here. There is a computer in this room and it's running, and on the screen there's like a molecule that's been modeled that's kind of rotating on the screen. And then at the bottom of the screen you see there's a flashing like a warning sign almost, and it says reservoir empty.
I'll wheel Kaylee over there and I'll plug her in. That way Kaylee's ready to go. And
This is old school computer. There's like no plug-in. There's just a keyboard and some like a few monitors plugged into it. Have you heard this, Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
A manual interface. What?
Manual
my
interface.
Unbelievable.
I'll look at some of these notes too. Are they just
Kaylee with her
chemical?
ghoul-like fingers will deploy her lightning-fast typing fingers.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an intelligence check. I think if you have the skill hacking or anything, you can that can be applied to it. Ivan, yeah, it looks like someone was trying to figure out a particular molecular combination of a few different molecules, and like it just looks like they were having a lot of trouble figuring it out. There's crumpled papers everywhere. It's the same couple of molecules modeled over and over and over. Lots of math. I don't think math was Ivan's strong suit.
It was not.
No.
No.
Okay. Kaylee, you find some video cameras, old school video cameras. You're able to bring up the feed. And the alert is keyed to a room. I'm just going to, of course, you would not know where the room is in relation to where you are, but I'm just going to show you the room. This is the main plant where the water that's being provided to the city is cleaned. And you see that it is filled with this chemical, and the plants are just growing through everything. And there's some extra vats of chemicals that have been added, and it's being pumped into the water supply. The warning is saying that those vats, whatever they are now empty.
Are we still in Detroit?
If we're not, we're about to be. Or at the very least, Flint. Everyone, look at this.
I was already hovering behind you.
Yep. Your camera's also picking out there's several more of the plant employees that are just like lifeless bodies, broken, laying around. The vines have grown through their skulls, popped out of the eye sockets. One of the bodies is almost like Christ-like, hanging with the vines coming out of all the orifices. All of them.
Well,
the other video camera, it's damaged, so it's only showing you a corner, but it looks like there's another room off of the plant, and the camera's only showing you that much of it. But as the camera, you're trying to get it to pan around, you find the pan tilt control. You start moving it around, trying to catch more of the room. And sorry, let me. You catch the guy moving in. The skin is not glowing, not quite as translucent as in the telepathy showed you the picture of, but it's Riv, and the side of his face is incredibly scarred over, and every once in a while his body and skin kind of pulses, and when it does, you can see through into his skeleton below. And he turns, the motion of the camera attracting him. He looks up and he smiles at you guys and gives you the double bird.
that is the guy from Superman cartoon.
Okay, I know you're from a different country and all, but it's Batman Beyond. All right,
Is it Batman Beyond?
it's Batman Beyond.
I'll take your word.
I was
on
willing
this,
to let
Scott.
it slide once. I can't let it slide twice.
The
Listen,
action figures were often marketed as the same thing in some former Soviet countries, but yeah, what have you.
I've got 2 words for the both of you. These fucking nerds.
Yeah. Well,
He's like, when you were playing with your He-Man action figures, Ivan was having sex.
with himself. Yeah.
Just a young Ivan and a bearskin rug.
Do the
There's
cameras
a-
show any way for him to like cross the hallway?
Again, the camera in this location is not showing you all the room. It's got a limited field of vision, and it's kind of like it's stuck, so you can't see the rest of that room. And again, I'm showing you on the screen here, but you really don't have any idea positionally where this is in the factory.
But like as far as we can tell, if there was an exit that was just like a built-in exit, it would
You
be
can't
where
tell.
those spirits would be towards that area.
You can't tell
Because we came
Again,
through the other
yeah.
side of the hallway, right?
R-
And that
but
was, like,
again,
solid wall?
you don't know spatially where this is. Like I'm showing
Gotcha.
you the
Okay,
player on the
okay,
map,
yeah,
but
okay.
spatially you don't know.
It's somewhere.
I'm with you now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, what we do know spatially is that if we go through this next room beyond this, we'll be on the other side of that one
Yeah.
in the hallway.
But I think it's just protecting that office room.
I
You
think
know?
you're right.
Because we walked right up to it on the other side and did nothing. So
Yes.
when we look out here, like on the opposite side of the wall from the room we're in, Bert, like
Mhm.
right where Ivan just, is there anything like, does that go further, or is it like,
It does. Give me
Okay.
a second. Again, Sony is not letting me reveal things easily. It's a bathroom.
okay, got ourselves a bathroom.
Well,
All right.
as far as we can tell, these spirits are territorial, right?
Yeah.
So
that's it
what are
seems
the
like.
odds that we could try to take out one of them without the other two coming on us?
That could be one of their commands. It's hard to tell. Whereas guard this specific area unless, and then it could come. They could all converge. I mean, I guess the short answer is we'll know when we do it.
I mean, do you
Kaylee,
think it's worth?
sorry, you're at the computer. You figured out a couple of the video cameras that are still working. There are some files on here. There's actually an email program that's set up. It would be relaying this old school email into like a modern PAN system. So there's several messages. It's not password protected. It was just left on and running.
Well, in that case, I'm going to try to collect everything I can into a ye old zip file
Mhm.
and email it to my own pan.
Sure. Just looking at some of the headings as you're going through, it looks like he mass spammed a lot of vendors that are going to be going and selling at the event.
Ooh.
Basically saying that he's got a huge discount on Bang soda cases. Several of them took him up on the offers.
I'll note which vendors.
Vendors.
Yeah.
If you just email that to yourself, can you email it to our supervisor?
So, Kaylee, when you go to hit send, your pan doesn't go off.
Right. I mean, I don't expect that we got a signal in here, but hopefully, if we escape. But I will try to email it to what's the name of the fellow you work for?
Mark.
All right. If you have any contact information for him, I will send this his way.
You have a PAN address, and you can plug it in there. The software reroutes it for old school email into a PAN number. As far as you can tell, it's sending it off. I mean, it says it's sent, but you're checking your own PAN, and you sent that information to yourself, and it hasn't shown up.
Well, at least, hopefully, if I get this thing out of here, we'll have a backup copy. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I have done what I can with this.
Well, hopefully, even though, you can't receive it now, but hopefully you sent it out and they can receive it and they can kill all of the vendors and prevent them from selling any Bang.
Agreed.
They should have stuck with Zing.
Well, Zing had that whole problem with classic flavor Zing and new Zing, and it just split the buyers, and they could just never get it back after that.
Jake, I think you did an ad for that once, didn't you?
I know I did a diet Zing.
Okay. Well, shall we fight this thing or just try to sneak past it?
I'm not seeing many options. Your invisibility doesn't work.
I'm just gonna go saunter up, casual like, peek past, see if there's like a working computer of more modern era
There is a very comfortable looking executive chair set up in there with like 6 monitors on a desk, and it looks like there's a pan connected to it. Like
All
the
right.
monitors and everything are connected directly into a pan that's laying on that desk.
Gantu's gonna walk right up in front of this spirit. He's gonna say, "Excuse me, spirit, can I get in there?
It just stands in front of the door.
I'm gonna punch it."
Okay, which brings us into what's your speed?
3, I think.
3. Okay. All right, it is 5. So you don't punch till 3. So it's not going to do anything until you punch. It also goes on. No, it doesn't go on 3. So yeah,
But-
go ahead. Oh, actually, it goes on 2. So you punch on 2. What is your? You would both be going at the same time. So it's dex. What is your dex?
12.
You are fast.
Like, it didn't know I was punching. I just like walked up and punched it. I don't see why like there's not like a first hit. And
Yeah,
then
no, you're
initiative.
definitely faster. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, you
All
punch
right.
it. It's just that you both go on the same speed segment, so it's a matter of does he intercept your punch or does the punch happen first? In this case, the punch happens first.
Okay. All right. So I've never rolled an attack in this system yet. I've been fortunate not to have to do that. So how
So
do
the
I
way it
roll an
works,
attack
it's
in
a
this?
3d6 roll, and then you
Mhm.
and so your target is 11 plus your dex minus
Okay.
its dex. So what is your dex? Put it that way.
All right. So I should I just hit the attack button next to
You
my
can just
dex
hit the
on
attack button, and it's gonna. I think
Yes.
it'll ask you for the. It doesn't.
No, it
ask.
didn't.
All right, good enough. So 14. So it's got a dex of 10. So you still made a 13, which is higher than 11. So you hit it. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I believe you. Okay.
So if we're gonna do it this way, so you rolled a 14. Its dex is 10, so just minus 10 from 14. Well, actually, no, that doesn't work, does it? Sorry, you rolled I'm sorry, we haven't played in a while. I got to look at the formula that they used.
okay.
Look at the formula. So 11 plus 12. Okay, minus. Where did you get those other numbers from? 6, 2, and 1.
The 6, 2, 1 are the 3d6.
Oh,
you
that's
rolled.
the 3d6 it rolled. Okay, 6, 9, 10, 11. Okay. All right. Yeah, I see what it did there. But I agree with you. You kind of sucker punched it. So I'll just let you go ahead and roll the damage. So that would have missed, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm going to let you have the hit because,
Okay.
it's in guard mode. It's not going to do anything until something triggers it. So, yeah, roll your damage.
I have triggered it with a Krabbit
Ooh.
die roll. 8.
Yeah, so it would be 8 points of knockout and only 1 point of body. So yeah, you hit it, but you don't do a lot of damage to it. That does alert things though, so things heat up now. That happened on segment 2, which is your speed of 3. It's retaliation. You don't see what it does. It performs an action. The next segment you go on is 4. So you punch it, and it recoiled, like it stepped back just a little bit. And you're not aware that it did anything, but it didn't step in to attack you. Do you want to keep punching it?
Yeah, I'll just keep punching it.
Okay, this time it is going to try to defend itself. The easiest way to do this is just to roll 3d6. I don't understand how their formula on this roll table isn't taking into. So you roll 3d6, you add, so you rolled a 16. Your target number is, what's your dex?
12.
12 is 10, so target number is a 13. So you're looking for a 13 or less. You want a low number. So that actually, I'm sorry guys, it's been a few weeks. Let me just look this up real quick. I had the math before we started and now I am uncertain. All right. Okay, so you add your dex to 11. So that would give you a 23. Subtract theirs, which would give you a 13. So equal to that value or below. hits. Okay, so that is a miss, actually. You do want lower numbers. It evades you. It kind of sidesteps you this time as you punch at it. So it is now active. And in the next segment, you guys can react once we're through the segment section here. These guys are on the move. It did trigger something. So they seem to be converging on your location. Okay, so let's just go into segment order. Who has the highest speed amongst all of you?
I think, do we all have speed 1?
No,
I
you
have
guys have at
speed
least
1.
speed 3. You have a
My
speed of
speed is
1?
Yeah,
I
my speed
didn't
is
realize speed was important when
Yeah.
I was building
Oh.
my character, so I have speed 1.
Okay.
This game is extraordinarily complicated. It's very hard to build
Well,
a character.
so what it
not
means is your
knowing
speed
what's
tells you
effective.
how many times you act in a round. Is what it comes down to.
I took
there-
speed 1 on purpose.
There are 6 segments in a round, so if you have a speed of 6, you would go in every segment. You would hit 6 times in a round. The speed of 1 means you attack once in a round. Instead of using like a dex roll or an initiative roll, it's all based on how fast you go in the segment, and that's based on your speed. These guys are speed 5, so they're going to go in segment 1. Nobody has a speed better than 3. No. Okay, so what's going on is the one that you're fighting here, Gantu, steps forward and basically grows to fill up the doorway, but does not attack you. It's just making it so that you can't slide past it. These guys are just moving. This one comes into the hallway and starts heading off to you guys here. This one is coming right here and kind of standing in the hallway and also grows to fill this doorway. That's what happens on segment 1. Segment 2, speed of 3, gone to. You can go now. It didn't attack you, but it just kind of got bigger and kind of mushed itself around the door frame, making it so that you can't slide past it.
Okay, I'm just going to hit it again.
You're going to hit it again. Go ahead.
I mean, like, there's nothing else to do, so I'm going to hit him again.
Okay. In this case, the low number is good. You do hit. Go ahead and do damage. Ooh, that's good. 12 points of knockout and 2 points of body. Okay, it actually squeezes into the room a little bit. It's not, you don't know if you've actually damaged it, but you've moved it. So it takes a step into the room. I'm sorry, moved the wrong one. This one takes a step into the room. So there's a little bit of a gap now that you could actually step into that room if you wanted to. That segment 3 or segment 2, nobody. So speed of 2. Anybody got a speed of 2? No. So segment 4 is gone to again. You can go again, gone to.
Okay. You said there's a space. So like the one that I hit, like step back.
Yeah, you caused it. You did knock back to it, so it took a couple of steps backwards.
Okay. Do I need to like spend my whole turn moving towards it, or
Nope.
can I just like
movement
all
is
part of one
half action to move, and then you can
Okay.
take another
I'll
action.
just continue punching it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think
Go
I'm
ahead.
enjoying punching things that I built the character for. 9 on that.
That works. Yeah, you want to roll low. Go ahead and do your damage. All right, so
that's the exact same roll.
Yeah, 2 more points of body, more knockback. So it takes another step back, kind of trips over this desk, which it just kind of tromps on, smashes, but it does fall back a little bit more. It looks like you are affecting it. Like, even though it's a little translucent, you're hitting something solid. See, that was segment 4. So anybody at a speed of 2? Anyone?
I think
Nope.
everyone's got 1 but me, right?
Yeah, sounds
I'm
like
at
it. So
1.
everybody can go now. What are you guys doing?
Well, if Gantu has the way clear, I'm going to move up, like past the door.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. And kind of, I guess, through the door, I'm going to shoot that one in the room with it, with a mandibolt.
So you're gonna hit the one that's in the room with got to.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You just have to cast to see if the spell goes off.
Yes. I guess that's I need to hit intelligence because that's what my spells use. 8 versus 15. I
So
roll
you
under.
make it. Yep, it's a roll under. You make it. Go ahead and do the damage.
My damage is 3d6.
Does it do ego damage or does it do physical damage?
It does physical. It's piercing, endurance, skill based.
Ooh,
It
okay.
does.
All right. So that's 2, 3, 4 points of physical body. The knockout won't work. So yeah, it starts. Some of its form starts to dissolve, like it's becoming less substantial.
Okay.
You did some serious damage to that one. Kaylee and Scout, what are you guys doing?
I'll go ahead and push forward since we got a nice crowd here going.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll kind of spin Ivan around so he's like sideways, and I'll put my shotgun on his shoulder to brace myself and shoot over his shoulder at the ones coming down the hallway.
My ears. Ah.
Okay, so you're shooting. So this one right here is kind of filled the doorway. It isn't moving to
Yeah.
you, but it's blocked off the doorway, and this one's done the same. You can certainly shoot them, and a shotgun spray would hit both if you're just doing it down the corridor.
we're going loud at this point, and they're moving towards us, so
All right,
I'm gonna
sounds
just
good.
go for it.
All right, they're not trying to move out of the way, so you just have to hit your target number, which you do.
My
Go
dex
ahead.
is 11.
Yeah, so you just needed to do a 22 or less. So go ahead and do your damage, and we'll apply.
I don't actually know my damage for the shotgun.
It's just a
I don't have
shotgun. It's a shotgun, right?
It's a shotgun.
Was there anything special about it? Was it a combat shotgun or just a regular shotgun? You can choose if you didn't ahead of time.
So
Would have chosen
Steven,
combat shotgun. Yeah.
I have a shotgun in my leg that I have for 3d6. If you want to look at you can see the stats of it. It's pretty.
I didn't take it as a power though. I took it as an item.
Yeah, so standard shotgun, it's 3d6.
It's still 3d6. Yeah.
Yep. Oof, that's low. So 7 points of knockback and no body at all. So yeah, I mean, some pellets hit them. They don't seem to be affected by it. I mean, the pellets do hit, like you do see some spoogy material flying off, but nothing else really happens. Kaylee, what are you doing?
Unmuting myself, and then I'm going to use half of my action to move to the room that's to the north of me.
Yeah, the guy's still there, dry heaving into a wastebasket.
Oh man, that's perfect, because then I want to go into the next room and close the door.
Okay. You're in the room with the dead guy with his rib cage splayed open. So you took 2 half moves. So that's that. Beginning the next round, all of you guys drop another point of endurance, except for Kaylee. All right, segment 1, they move. This one is going to go on the attack now. Let's see, Ivan's at the door with Scout. So the only one in here with it that it can really reach is Gontu. So Gontu is going to approach you and try to hit you. What is your dex, Gontu? 12, you said?
12, yeah.
So it needs to make 11, 10. It needs to make a 9 or less to hit you. It does not.
Down,
so
boy.
It's
Down,
very boy. So like this glacial like fist that you sure would hurt a lot if it came into contact with you. Just kind of slowly whiffs over the top of your head. That's segment 1. So you go in segment 2. Gone to.
Yeah, I tried to be friends with you. You just wouldn't get out of my way, and now I'm making you get out of my way, and so I'll punch him again.
Yep.
I just keep.
So you need a 13 or less to hit.
Yeah. Let's see.
You hit.
6.
Yep. Go ahead and do some damage.
And it's 4 to 6 damage. 12.
So it's 12 points of knockback and only 1 point of body. So it staggers back again a little bit from your blows. And again, its form seems to be starting to fade, almost like a vapor. Some of it's still solid, but it's starting to lose cohesion.
There you go. Sun's going down. Sun's going down, boy.
Segment 3, it goes everybody else other than Gontu's speed of 1, right?
That is correct.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to try and swing at you again. God, it does hit this time. Okay, this might hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, that glacial
fine.
fist
I'm
comes.
sturdy.
It's like he does the fake where that slow, lazy fist goes, and you just kind of smile and duck under it, but then he hits you with the uppercut on the other hand.
Boy, I said I want to be friends.
It's gonna hurt. All right. What is your knockout number?
Knockout is 24, I think.
You're
24,
fine.
yeah.
So you do take 21 points of your stun damage, but it only is worth 2, 3. It's only 3 points of body. So drop 3 points of body, but you do take 21 of knockout.
Okay.
As long as you don't hit 0 with that, or
Yeah.
it's not larger than your knockout number, you're fine. You're still fighting fit. So yeah, it hits you with that. That's on segment 3. Segment 4, Gontu, and everyone else.
I will continue. Like, all right, boy. Okay. You got yourself a hook. Okay. Try this one out. Boom. I try to get him.
All right.
That kind of thing.
You just need a 13 or less to hit. You get it. Go ahead. Do your damage. Oh, that's a good one. So 2, 4, 5 points of body is enough to it just completely drops. So Ivan, you know that what's happened is it's lost its corporeal form. It's still around in the astral, but that's only going to hurt the people that are astrally perceiving or in the astral.
Yes. So, Kaylee.
Which is why I ran out of the room.
Yes.
Okay. So everyone else, what are you doing? Kaylee, let's start with Kaylee there. Okay. So you ran into that on the room, Kaylee. What's your end result? What do you want to do?
I'm going to open the door and I'm going to shout out, "If you start to die, let me know." And then I'll close the door again.
Okay. And where are you heading? Or are you just staying in that room?
I'm hiding.
You're hiding? Okay. Kaylee is ducking. Is just doing a nope out. Just noped out. Scout, what are you doing?
I'm gonna keep blasting with my shotgun at the hallway.
The two in the hallway. Okay, they're not moving, but they're large enough that shotgun scatter is gonna hurt them. So just 3d6 roll. You need what's your dex?
Dex is 11.
Dex is 11 is 1 point. You need a 12 or less, so 12 hits. Go ahead and do your damage. That's more like
11.
it. 2 points of body, 11 points of knockout. So you're peppering them. You're seeing bits of their pieces of their bodies kind of fling off into the wall, just making these wet splat sounds. Again, you don't know if it's really hurting them or not, but it's tearing.
It makes me feel
tearing them
better.
apart. It makes you feel a little bit better. Ivan.
Well, the immediate threat is gone. We have access to the terminal.
Mm-hmm.
I would yell for Kaylee to get in here, because the other two aren't moving. Scout's got them.
All right. So you just yell out for Kaylee.
Yes, I'll move into the office as well.
All right. So you move into the office. Okay. That just leaves
costs to
Scout
make my way
outside. All right. These two aren't moving, so we'll be out of combat. You go in. And again, there's this nice office chair sitting here in front of these several old monitors that all been rigged up into a wire that goes into this pan that's it's like basically a cell phone is laying on the table there.
Yeah, I'll hook my pan up to that pan and see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, so it's basically, it seems to be Rev's, his unit. You're looking through it. It's got a whole bunch of addresses. It's got blueprints for the stadium. It's got the different concession people that are running and who has taken. So you're looking at it, and what you're finding is there's about 500-600 cases of this stuff that's already gone out, that's already in distribution. You also find a file that's showing exactly where this distribution plant, the clean water from this plant, what sections of the city it hits first, where it trickles down, who it's providing water to. It's providing water to the stadium.
Naturally.
As well as the blocks around it.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll be sure to copy that information down as well.
Okay. You said you did this through your own pan, right?
Right.
Okay. How do I want to do this? We'll say have you you put any security precautions into your pan?
Yes, just in
Would
case
you
I have
have-
to hook it up to scouts.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. So your pan's being attacked by a virus. Okay. Until 11. We'll call that even. So your pan alerts you that something, a file has been moved on to it that you are not expecting.
Naturally. I'll attempt to quarantine and delete it.
Okay. Just go ahead and make me that roll for your computer skills intelligence check. If you got the skill, which I'm sure you do, that adds to the roll. Oh yeah, no problem. A payload's been put onto your phone. You don't know what it does, but you just quickly quarantine it so that it doesn't have access to anything else. You're still noticing that your pan has no external connection. And it's not that the signal's being blocked. It's being actively blocked by something. You notice his pan, though, has connection.
Oh, heck yeah. In that case, I'm going to take everything. Well, actually, can I connect my pan to the outside connection through his pan?
9 out of 13. Yeah, you might be allowing that payload of data that hit yours to be also connected to the outside net, but you think you've done a good enough job. Do you want to risk it?
Sure.
Okay. So while Kaylee's doing that, what's everyone else doing? Also-
Gantu is in the corner going, "Oh,
Yeah.
what's that? I'll be fine."
Are we
we're
out
out of
segmented
combat? Yeah, we're out of combat, so that you can take a recovery and you can get your recovery back for your body.
Okay.
Since we're out of combat, I'm just gonna unload my shotgun.
Just so I know the system on this is rather murky, but your recovery number is how much of your stun that you get back that you've taken, or your KO,
Yeah.
how much of your KO you've taken. You get one body back for right now. I don't think anybody's taken a significant amount of body. However, you all, except for Kaylee, lose one more point of endurance. You're like slowly feeling yourselves get slower. Response time is getting slower. You feel just bone achingly tired. All right, sorry, Scout, what are you doing?
These guys aren't really that threatening, and I'd feel better if they were broken into a lot of pieces. So I'm just gonna keep unloading my shotgun.
You're just going to keep shooting at them? Okay, in which case, I'm going to say that they have a particular mission. And if you're not engaging them and just shooting them, you will eventually dissolve them. Again, Ivan will tell you they're still around. You've just discorporated them. It takes time for them to build back a physical form.
Yeah, sure, Ivan. They're still around, right?
Kaylee sees them.
Kaylee's just going to pretend they're not there because, if they're not there, they're not going to attack me. That's fine. Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what do you guys do?
My hope is that by connecting my pan to the outside network, I'll be able to get what I transmitted to myself through the computer earlier.
Okay.
And if so, I'm going to send that on to our superior just to make sure that everything's double set.
You don't. You have an outside connection. Like his pan is connected to something, but it is not the outside wider network. It is connected to something that's receiving. But you're looking at your own pan, expecting something to come through. Nothing comes through. You can't reach anything else outside. Like you try to send off a message to the Nighterant people. It says it's sent, but you've got really no way of knowing for sure that it has. You can't access any of the outside like news networks. Basically you pull up a web browser.
Yeah.
It's connected to something outside this facility, but it's not the network at large.
Well, I'll check to make sure
private network of some sort.
I'll make sure if this thing has some sort of a password protection thing, I won't turn it off. Otherwise, I'll just unplug it from the monitors and keep it.
All right, you do that.
Free pan. It's mine.
Okay. This doesn't take very long since it's all at the speed of thought for Kaylee. So just seconds have passed. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Once Ganty gets his breath back, I'll say, Scout, do we want to go ahead and reconnoiter where those things were? Garden, see what's over there.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All
And
right.
I'll start opening doors, peeking around corners.
Okay.
Same.
You're not exactly sure why a spirit would have been tasked to guard a bathroom, but that's what this is. It's a bathroom.
Do we want to look around in the bathroom?
You do you. I'll check the next room.
I'll check the bathroom in case somebody left some
Okay. Yeah.
pennies or something.
All right. Hang up, Scout. I'm coming.
Did people ever actually use pennies back in these days? No.
This room has more living bodies in it. They've all been subdued. They look like they're drugged. There's about 6 more employees of the sanitation system here. They're just kind of piled up in a corner. They appear to they're breathing, but they're not conscious. They're in that room.
Are they restrained at all?
Yeah, vines have grown up around their arms, kind of just holding them to the wall, holding them into a mass, kind of grown in and around their bodies. Not through them, though. They're still, you think they're alive. They just seem to be drugged.
I don't think I can bring them back, but I'll at least cut them down and try to
Start
get them on
cutting
the
them
floor
down.
and free.
Sure. Okay. They start hacking through some of the vines, pulling them free. They're kind of limp, but you quick check. Their pulse is pretty strong. They're breathing. It's the best you can do, though. You start pulling them away. Kaylee, you're checking the bathrooms, you said? Okay, give me give me an intelligence check. So you just want to hit that die next to your intelligence. You just want to roll your intelligence or less.
Oof. Nope.
No. Okay. Something's
Well,
gone
wait.
on here.
Would detective work
Yes.
add to that?
Yep.
All right.
So that hits it exactly. Some of the toilets have been moved. So this is used to be the women's bathroom here. So some of the toilets have been moved out of the space so that the hole in the floor with the wax seal is exposed. And you didn't think of anything at first, but you noticed that there's something hanging out of one of them. And you look down, you bend down and look at it. It's a scope. Someone has shoved some scopes down into the sewage system here. You don't know what they were looking for, but they were checking out the sewer lines here, sewage lines.
Huh. Guess I could take a quick look through a scope.
You want to hook the scope up to your
Sure.
pan? Take a look. Okay,
No, I'll hook it up to Rev's pan. Screw that.
You do it that way. Okay, good enough. There's a bot on the other end, and it's still moving. It's still playing out its optic fiber as it's going through the system, and it seems you're pulling it up, and it's got like a schematic of where the sewer lines go. It seems to be making its way through a specific section of like the neighborhood, and it's easy enough to pull up like a map program on there. The bot is making its way to the sewer systems that connect beneath the stadium.
Ah, interesting. Well, that solves the mystery of the ladies' room, I suppose. I'll make my way over to the gents.
Yep, and this door right here gone too, the one that you were standing next to. This is a big steel door, like a security door there.
All right. Stand back. Oh, man. I tell you, that fella, he had a good one. That was a lucky shot, though. I will try to see if I can break it open.
Okay, just do me straight damage. This one's a security door. You're looking to do 4 body. You don't have to do it all at once, but how many strikes you take. So that's 2 body. That's 1 hit. Takes a little bit of time. Go ahead and roll the next. I just need to see how long it takes you. You'll do it on the second strike. So you do. It's like you hit it and it crumples a little bit. You kind of get mad at it, peel back, and you slam that fist into it again. It crumples it, but then you stagger back a little bit as you feel very fatigued. Everybody drop 2, 4, 5 points of endurance off your total. Again, Kaylee, I mean, no one's talked about it. So I don't think you even know that there's anything going wrong here.
I mean, no, I mean, like, I think a few of us have mentioned, like,
Oh yeah,
Feeling
somebody said something about
tired,
sleep
stuff like
gas.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you reel back after that punch gone too, and it's like you just suddenly felt like you wanted to just lay down or rest for a minute. You're breathing heavy.
Well, we better hustle because I'm getting tired.
All right. This room is
Okay.
just filled with that ivy. Oh, come on, roll 20. Be nice. There we go. And now you can kind of see that security cam in the back wall. So now you do have an idea of perspective. So there we go. Okay. So who's going in first?
Those plants are flammable.
I heard that somewhere. Yeah.
Should I clear
I'll
the
go in
way?
first. Don't set anything on fire.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
boring, but I'll accept it.
Mr. Hero Boy over here. Okay.
All right.
I have a shotgun that I don't need to stand on one leg to use. So
Okay.
all right.
You walk in. This other plate door at the far end here is already opened, so you can go through it. Plants are growing everywhere. They're not active. Like it's as far as you can tell, it's just extreme plant growth. They're not like the ones that were grasping at you in the other location that you found. It's just overgrowing, and they're creating this puddle of green goo just wherever they're growing. It seems to be oozing out of the ivy itself. Behind a very nice security desk here with several monitors set up is Riv, and he's just sitting there waiting. His hands are steepled in front of him. He's just resting his chin on his hands. He looks normal, except for the left side of his face is incredibly scarred. There's a lot of tissue. His eye is kind of permanently kind of open due to the scar tissue, but then his body seems to pulse with this green light, and you kind of see the skeleton through the skin. It just happens for just every few seconds that happens. But he's just sitting there behind the desk, kind of waiting. Scout, that's what
I got
you
my
see.
shotgun up.
Mhm.
I'm gonna slowly walk in, probably throwing a look to the people behind me to let them know there's a target in here.
Yeah. Oh, I'm following. Don't worry, buddy.
I'll say, well, I hate to ruin your day, but we're gonna have to arrest you. Why don't you go ahead and get on the ground there?
Oh my gosh. Make me an intelligence check.
I don't think he has that stat.
My
expect-
intelligence is 11.
Oh, you make it. You make it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
So as you walk into the room, you catch a kind of a glint around where he's sitting there, and there's a security glass that's around his desk. It's like crystal clear. It's very hard to notice, but as you walk in the room, you see it shimmer just a little bit, and you do notice that the plant goo and everything seems to stop right up against the edge of it. So he's in like a protective kind of cage almost.
Why don't you come on out of there so we don't have to burn you out?
He looks at you, and again, it's that one moment normal second. You can see through to a skeleton. You see his mouth kind of twitching both ends of a big smile. He's like, no, I think I'll just wait this one out. Tell me, how do you feel?
Fine. How do you feel?
Drop 4 more endurance, everybody except for Kaylee. Is anybody into the single digits of endurance? Probably not. No. Okay.
No, I was at like 42, I think. So
Yeah.
max. So I'm doing okay.
He pulls out like a steno pad and old-fashioned pencil. It's like, no. Tell me, are you feeling woozy at all? Is your head clear?
Feeling a little trigger happy the more you ask.
Oh, so anxious, a little anxious.
I want to shoot at the glass.
Okay.
not actually at him, but
Just
like
at the
just
glass, yeah.
move. It's a big area, so I
Yep.
should be able to aim without actually
Sure.
having
Just
him behind.
just roll damage. 3d6. Okay. I'm looking just for pure body points. So you shoot a lot. You're using your shotgun still.
Yeah.
A lot of the pellets just kind of ricochet. A couple of them do bite into the safety glass, and there's a few chips here and there, but it doesn't really do much.
Like I said, why don't you come on out of there? I got plenty more rounds. I'll get you eventually.
Oh, no. I'm just gonna wait this one out. So the rest of you guys are hearing Scout talking to someone. What are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, when the
And
gunshot
blast.
goes off,
Yeah.
like Gantu's running on in.
Okay.
Like, I'll get him. Where's he at?
Yeah, I head into.
So he's taking notes on this little yellow pad. He's like, oh, there's more of you. So, how do you feel?
Super, man. Thanks for asking.
Mm,
Or no, I'm
okay.
sorry. Wait, Scout said it was Batman. Sorry.
How
Oh,
old are your parents?
negative points.
In truth, I'm feeling kind of punchy. You know what I'm saying?
Who do you all work for, by the way? Let's see. What do we have here? We've got Dwarven Metatype. We've got what do we have? Work. He's taking notes as he's talking. Who do you all work for?
No
Marky
thanks. Yeah, we are the Funky Bunch.
Okay. Is that sense of humor normal, or are you finding this is just something that's come up today? It's very important that you give me as precise of an answer as you can.
I'm going to be walking around this cage thing, trying to find.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it physical or was it like?
Oh, it's physical. No, it's physical. It actually looks like it's a safety barrier for like if something happens in here for like chemical spill or whatever else. So it's essentially just a very thick safety glass. You think it's also probably self-contained with its own atmosphere.
Gantu will be punching it, man.
You're gonna punch it? Okay. I tell you what. Go ahead and just. Occasionally, I'm going to ask you to just roll damage. You can shatter this thing, but let's see how long it takes. So go ahead and roll your damage. Oh, that's good. 2, 3, 4 points of body. It's just the body points that I want. So 6s count as 2, 1s count as nothing. Everything else in between is. All right, Ivan. You look solid. Unless there's organic material woven into it, you don't think it would stop like an astral form?
Yeah, I'd rather not do that. So there's no sign of door, like looking up and looking down. Does it look like
it goes from floor to ceiling?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just going to wait for Gantu. Like, Gantu, if you get me a small hole, I'll take care of the rest.
Yep, I got you.
Okay. Gantu, do me one more round of damage, and while you're doing that, everybody drop 3 more points of endurance. Except for Kaylee. Kaylee, what are you doing?
Still investigating the men's room.
Still looking
I hear a gunshot, and I'm like, usually it takes more than one of those before they're in trouble.
Okay. You're like a crystal gong-like sound. Every time Gantu hits it with his fist, it kind of does that sound of like crystal chiming. So Gantu did 4 more points damage or 4 more points of body. Okay. You're making slow. I mean, it's not like your punches are ineffective. I mean, you are chipping it, but it's hard to tell how thick it is, or if there's going to be a point where it will just shatter or not. You're going to keep at it? Like, you're feeling a little weaker.
Oh, I'm feeling great. I'm going to keep punching.
You're going to keep punching at it.
Oh, yeah.
Scout, what are you doing?
We're going at it. I'll start unloading the shotgun.
You're just going to... Okay, so you guys are just okay, so you're just going at it. You're just going at it. And he looks a little worried at this. He steps up from his desk. He stands up. He's actually wearing like a really nice jacket. He's got a tie, cinches it. It's like, hey, tell me, are you working for this Do you know who you're working for? I assume that his political body has somehow hired you. Why are you protecting this politician, this lawyer? Do you know what he's done?
How big
Bam.
is-
Bam.
I assume that you're all doing this.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do me
I just
another round
couldn't
of
hear
damage
you.
for both of you. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
2, 3 points of body from you. Stevens, 2, 3, 4 points. Okay. There's larger chips of the glass breaking off as you guys are just doubling down on it.
Oh, I have an idea.
Some of
Let's
you
all-
are
yeah.
meta-humans. Do you not care that this man has orchestrated the destruction of your kind? That he's real platform that he's running on is to bring everything back to a humanocentric society, to purge those of us that have the expressed gene, and then you're still pounding at it.
Just punching. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, man, there's a dude in the other room, and I'm just punching the whole time, who had a funnel strapped to his face, and you cut his chest open. You ain't the hero in this story, so just shut the hell up and let us kill you.
Do me one more round of damage, guys.
I agree with that. Murdering a stadium full of people is not the way.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Ivan
there's
doesn't
a
want to
crack.
murder a crowd of people.
Has gone to as you slam that fist down as you're saying you're not the hero in this. There's a crack in the glass. You've created a small fissure in the glass with that last punch.
Ivan, can you pinpoint a nice fireball through there? Maybe is that big enough? You need a little bit more.
Do I look? Is it large enough for me to squeeze a fireball in there?
It might be.
Give me a few more punches again, too. I don't want this to
Okay.
backlash and explode us instead.
He looks
Okay.
panicked as you guys are just openly discussing this. And okay, as that's going on, out of this vegetation, some more of these spirits manifest. All right. So you guys are 10 body total away from cracking through completely. Ivan, if you wanted to risk throwing a fireball through there now, just let me know. But we're going to go into segmented rounds at this point as he's getting more of these summoned spirits stepping out of the foliage, which is, Ivan, you kind of blink as this happens. So these are nature spirits that have been corrupted somehow.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. All right, so we're starting at segment 1. The creatures have a speed of 4, so they will go, which means gone to 1's on you, 1's on Scout, 1's on Ivan, and Kaylee is still in the bathroom. And there we go. So we'll start with Scout. Scout, what's your dex?
It is
There we
11.
go. 11. So that's -1. They need a 10 or better to hit you, or less. So at 8 hits, this is going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. Okay, 15 points. I'm sure that's under your knockout, but you take 15 points of stun, and you take 2 points of body from this fist that just comes down and kind of slams into the top of your head.
How does my defense come into play here?
Do you just have conventional armor?
I'm wearing body armor. Yeah,
You're
conventional.
wearing body armor. Okay, that's not going to help against this. What it does help against, though, is, well, it subtracts from the stun. We should have been doing this. I forgot to completely ask about armor. So how much armor points do you have?
11.
11. So you will take 4 points of stun, but you will still take the 2 points of body.
And the 4 points of stun go to my KO.
Right. Gantu, what is your dex is 12?
12.
So -2,
yeah.
so they need a 9 to hit you. Or less. They don't. Completely misses. That slow fist just goes right over the top of your head. Ivan, the thing comes up and tries to bring that thing down, two fisting you on top of your head. What's your dex?
I mean,
12?
drink first.
Oh, you got a high
12.
dex.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm
you
squirrely.
need a 9 to hit you or less. Nope. Misses you as well. And the guy behind the desk pulls out he's pulls out like some chalk, and he's like drawing a circle on the ground, which he's sitting in the middle of, and he's pulling out some other components. It looks like well, you know what he's doing, Ivan. It looks like he's going to cast something or summon something else, is what he is in the process of doing. His power takes basically a power up before it can go off, so that's what he's doing now, is powering up. That is segment 1. Segment 2, speed of 3 can go. That's gone to.
Okay.
You want to keep hitting the shield, or you want to turn around and hit the thing that just
I'm gonna keep hitting the shield. I'm like, we might want to like accelerate our plans here. Ivan, 1 sec, and I will continue to attack.
Yep, damage, just roll straight damage. All right, you needed 10. You got 2, 3, 4 of the 10 with that hit. Smash! More cracks and fissures appear underneath your hand.
Hang tight there, Mr. Nature Fella. Okay, I'm busy.
That's segment 2. Segment 3, speeds 2 and 4 go. So they go now again. Scout, I'm going after you. What was your dex again? That's going to miss. Never mind. Gone to. I assume you're still evading as best you can, and you're just not choosing to attack it. You're choosing to attack the shield instead, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got nothing against this fella.
Miss. Ivan.
I'm a street samurai, man, and a dwarf.
Yeah,
Can't hit
miss. Oh my gosh. Slow freaking jerks. Okay, so that was segment 3. So segment 4, all speed 1s and speed 3s can go. Let's have Gontu go because he's got the higher deck. So Gontu, you can go again.
I will continue to punch in this thing for 4 more.
So yeah, so 2 more points of damage to shatter it. All the speed 1s can go. So Chuck, what is Ivan doing?
I want to let Scout go before.
Scout?
Yeah, I'm shooting the glass.
Boom!
Shoot the glass.
Yeah.
Maybe if my internet cooperates.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. Well, actually, that's just straight damage. So 2 points of damage. That gives you what you need. There's a big like sound of like a almost like a dinner bell ringing, and the whole thing shatters. It just shards of broken glass raining down everywhere. Chuck, what is your dex?
12.
Okay, he's also speed 1, but he's got a dex of 14, so he will finish his spell. Go ahead.
Okay. I am going to go over, and in this new opening, fireball inside the container.
Yeah, there's no container anymore. It's all just shattered.
Oh, well, I fireball anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. I forgot I get the +1, so actually I need to hit 16 or less. I get the 10.
All right. Now here's the thing. What he was able to cast was a personal magic shield. So let's see how much damage you do and what gets through. Oh, that's a lot of damage. 2, 3, 4, 5 body and 21. Okay, so he's going to end up taking 11 stun and 2 body. So like your fire doesn't have quite the effect you were hoping for. You do see that it does burn. Like he seems to flinch because he's already been, half his face is already burned. So he flinches at this, and you see his hair catch fire. He burns off some of his eyebrows, but it doesn't have nearly the effect you were hoping for. It damages him some.
Fucker is magically shielded.
Segment 5, speeds 2 and 4. So 4, they go again. So Scout, the one on you. That's going to miss. Gone to the one on you. Oh my gosh, come on. Miss.
You're supposed to root for the players, Bert.
No. I want you to die. I want you to die. The one that was on you follows you in. Yeah. There we go.
I veto that.
All right. Do you have any armor?
I have defense.
Yeah, how much?
16.
16 points. Okay, so it will help on the stun. So you'll end up only taking 1 point of KO, but you will take. Oh well, that sucks. You take 2 points of body. 2 points. I drop 2s on these guys, so just 2 points of body.
I am at 11 of 13.
Now remember, when you do actions, and this is if you guys have really low endurance, this is going to count because you have to have low endurance every time you're taking actions. I know Gantu's got enough that he can swing forever and be okay for the most part.
Well, all my stuff also has no endurance.
No
on it.
endurance on yours. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just the powers and actions you're doing that have endurance, just keep track of that. It's part of what's going on. Is this endurance sapping chemical is in the air. It's making you tired and slow.
I'm sorry. You said we just took more endurance damage.
No. I'm saying just whenever you cast your spells, if your
Yes,
spells
yes.
cost endurance, you're keeping
They
track
do.
of it. So that was on 5. So on round 6, they go again, and unless anyone's got a speed of 3, so Gantu can go as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's going first, me or them?
You have a faster dex, so you go first.
I will go punch the dude. I'll be like, "Oh, 1 second, Mr. Nature Fella," and I will step over and punch him.
How dare you lay hands on me?
I'm not. It's metal. It's a toy. It ain't gonna hurt much at all. Boom! Right in the face.
Okay. So he does have a dex of 14. You have a dex of 12, right? 11, 10. So you need to roll a 9 or less to hit him.
Okay, I believe you. That's a miss.
Yeah, it's going to be a miss. So you go in, and he kind of steps to the side. He does though step to the side. You kind of feel that his spell is not going to protect him very much against a physical attack.
Yeah.
Yep. So now the spirits go. The one on Scout. Come on, guys. Yes. I'm not cheering for the villains. I'm not really. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm you know, this kind of weird, Bert.
How much defense do you have, Scout?
11 defense.
11 defense. So only 5 points of
defense
stun.
wasn't supposed to go down, was it?
Nope. So only
Okay.
you only take 5 stun, but you still take 2, 3, 4 points of body. You still have
what
body.
kind of defense do you have? Because if you have resistance,
defense, you can take off some of the bodies. Yeah. Is it resistant or just regular?
I have
defense?
11R, so I assume that's resistant then.
Yeah,
right?
I'm sorry. You're good.
Yeah, that's what.
So I'm not taking stun, but I am still taking body.
No, you're taking neither if it's resistant defense. Until I get over 11, you're fine.
Yeah.
And sorry, it's been a month or more since we played this.
I don't know the rules either.
Gantu completely misses you.
Don't worry, he wouldn't do damage to me anyway.
Ivan. He hits Ivan.
I think Ivan's gonna die.
Ivan might. Okay.
Oh, God.
So what's your defense?
All right. It says 16.
Okay.
And I did buy 2 points of the
2
special.
points. So 16. That's 4. So it's 6 points of stun, and it would normally have done 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of body. So you'll take 4 points of body.
I am 7 out of 13.
Yeah, you're getting just raged on there. Okay. Good thing is that the big bad guy has also got a speed of 1, so he's only going once around as well. So we're back up to segment 1 of the next round. So the spirits go again. You're going to be ineffective, I'm sure. Scout. Oh, they actually hit Scout. 6. Your armor soaks up all of that. On to this. Ivan. This. Segment 2, Gantu.
I will continue to try to punch him. Can you walk me through the calculation? Because I am.
Yeah, you're looking for.
He's so difficult to hit.
So what you're looking for base is 11 or less, but then you take your dex compared to his dex. If his is higher by however many points, which it is higher by 2 points, you reduce the 11 by 2 points. So you would need a 9 or less to hit him.
Okay. All right. Okay. I don't like the person who designed this game.
All right.
I think they are a dumb person.
So that's a miss with 11. He's fast.
I want to point something out.
Mm-hmm.
Gantu is a very high level street runner, street samurai who is going up against a caster weakling type, and this dude's dodged him twice.
He's
because
fast.
of the system we're in.
Because of the system.
we're in.
Not because he's too faster than Gantu. No.
He's
not at all.
got 50,000 summons.
Well, I mean,
these spells,
Gantu's been breathing, sleeping,
and he
gas,
can dodge
slack.
everything.
Mhm.
Cut
He
Gantu
is
some slack.
Balrog. He has lots and lots of power.
So that was segment 2. Segment 3, they all go again. So Scout, you're still being attacked. Horribly. Gantu, the spirit's still
Bring it
trying to
on.
attack you horribly. And oh my gosh. I cannot catch a break. Right.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. What?
That was segment 3. Segment 4, basically all you guys go, but they do not. So Gantu, you're faster. You'll go first.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, he's faster. It's all right.
But
You'll
he's
hit.
not
You can keep
speed
the roll.
one.
He is speed 1. You're
He is
so
speed one, okay.
so
Well,
on
that's
on
why I didn't
segment
understand
4.
at the very beginning of this. If
Mhm.
he's speed 1, how did he get to cast a spell when we didn't get to segment 4 when the speed 1 characters act?
Because
Because he got to cast. He got to cast that personal John before we got to his segment.
Good point.
I love the idea that Gantu is like looking up at the
It's
ceiling.
like, wait a
to
minute.
argue.
Wait. You up
Like,
there.
no,
I've got a
no,
bone
man.
to pick. Actually,
I'm
no,
going
in
to
my mind, I
find
was thinking
whoever
that he actually
designed this.
he prepared the spell the round before, and then it went off on segment 4 when he got. Yeah. No, that's right, because he's faster than Ivan. Ivan would have been casting on the same round that he got it up, but he's faster than Ivan, so he got a spell up. Ivan cast. So yeah, no,
Okay.
it works. So you got your punch in. Technically, he is faster than you on this segment, but he's just
Okay.
avoiding you, or he's trying to avoid you. So you get your punch off. Go ahead and get your damage in.
Okay, that's 4 to 6. That's 3 body.
Okay, 3 body, 11. He does not have a resistant defense, so he's going to take all the body. He is going to take 5 points of that stun. Yeah, he does the and then roll a d6. Okay, so he staggers back. That's knockback. He staggers with the force of your punch. It staggers him back a little bit as well. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt a lot, but he is still up. Yeah, so all your ones can go.
Okay.
Ivan.
Kaylee, what are you doing during all this? You definitely hear the sounds of combat going on.
I am concerned. I'm going to fly my drone into that room just to see what's up.
All right, send your drone in. Who wants all of you ones? Who wants first?
Ivan, go ahead.
All right. I don't want. It seems like it's very personal now for Gantu and this douche.
He's yelling like a maniac about the gods misplacing numbers, and
So there's no opportunity attacks in this, correct?
I keep calling him Ron Edwards. I'm like, I'm going to hit you, Ron Edwards. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm going to shift over, knowing that I can't attack the one that's right next to me because it's right next to me, and I will explode too. But, and I apologize for this, Scout. This is just math. I can attack and throw a fireball right between these two,
Yeah,
and I can get them both.
you will hit Scout too. It's an area effect, right?
Yes, it is. Scout's tough. He can tank this.
Scout's tough. Okay,
I
All
might
right.
be able to.
roll to see if your magic goes off.
All right. This is 16 or less.
You hit it.
I got the
roll your
14.
damage.
And my explodey damage is 5d6. Oh, it's only 12.
Okay, so Scout, you're fine. Your resistant defense will soak up much of that. You get 2 points of body through. I mean, it does some damage to them, but not a lot.
And just so everyone knows, I can only do that 2 more times.
We're not
So
going to.
everyone knows I can handle that 6 more times.
Scout, what are you doing?
Uh,
Ivan just threw a fireball at you. I mean, come on.
yeah, dick move, Ivan. But at the same time, he's being harassed by this guy, and these guys are hitting me, but it's not actually doing much because I've got my armor. So I'd like to kind of run forward and just shoot / shoulder tackle this guy to get him off of Ivan.
Okay. Yeah. What's your dex again?
Dex is 11.
It's 11. So you need a 12 or less. Yeah, which you miss.
Yeah, I was
mean,
running,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I didn't time my shot very well.
You trip over some of the vines. So when you get there, a lot of that charging inertia behind you is lost. So you kind of barely hit it, just not enough to move it out of the way at all.
Okay. Yeah, I really just wanted to get its attention.
Sure. You got that. Sure, you got that. That's everyone for segment 4, and you get your drone in there, Kaylee. So you're getting this nice little battle going on in this room here. Segment 5 is going to be just the spirits. So we'll do Scout, the one that you just ran into to run interference for Ivan. It's going to attack you. Misses. The one that was on you, they move really slow. It's going to be moving in this direction. Let's see. That leaves this one here that was on Gantu that's still kind of on down 2. So it will attack Gantu. And misses completely. That's 75. Segment 6. Gantu, that's you.
I'm just gonna be like,
And
dude, man, hold still, and I won't kill you. But you keep moving, I'm gonna kill you. Is that okay, Scout? And then I'll try to roll again.
Read his Miranda rights.
Yeah, he's quick. He ducks and moves around. He's not very schooled at fighting, thus the speed 1, but he is quick of reflex. Bounces around. So this is segment. What did I say? This was segment 6. Yeah, it had to be for you to go. So they also go. The spirits go anyway. This is the one on you, Scout. Oh, that actually hits. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 points of body, but you've got how much resistant defense?
11 resistant.
So yeah, you take no body and you take 8 points of stun. Or actually, how much is your regular resistance? Is it all the same?
It's 11.
11. So yeah, you take 8 points of stun. And this other one that was floating this way is going to attach to Ivan. That actually hits Ivan. What's your dex, Ivan?
My dexterity is 12. So yeah, that
Wait.
hits.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Ooh, that hurts. What's your defense?
My defense is 16, and I got 2 of the special points.
Okay, so 9 points of stun, and then it would be normally 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of body, so 5 points of body.
Okay. I'm
You
doing
still up?
great.
Yeah, getting hammered by these things. And that's it. We're back at segment 1, which speed 4, they go again. Scout, miss. Onto miss. And Ivan, miss. Speed 2, that's you, Gantu.
I hit him again, and I said, I'm telling you, I will literally kill you. I will have Ivan resurrect your spirit, and I will choke your spirit out or something. I don't know if that's even possible, but we'll figure it out. That's
Oh my gosh. He's ducking and weaving. He doesn't believe you. He believes that if that fist connects, he's dead. So he thinks you're lying to him, Gantu.
I'm not lying to you, Ron Edwards. I'm going to hurt you.
Looking at you right in the eyes. He says, you're lying. You're lying to me. That's segment 2. So segment 3 is spirits again. Gantu, you're fine. Scout got hit. Oh, wow. That's a lot of body. 2, 4. No, it's not. You're fine. So 9 points of stun, but otherwise no body. You're fine. Ivan, fine. Brings us to segment. So that was 3. So segment 4. So that's gone to, and then all the ones.
I hit him. I
You
hit
do
Ron
hit him.
Edwards. I did it. Punched
You
him
hit
right in
him.
his stupid glowy face. That's 3
Oh.
more body.
Okay, 3 body. Okay. That is enough to, yeah, he goes down. Still breathing. He's not dead, but you did.
Oh, he will
Yeah,
be.
you did enough
will be.
body to knock him out.
Once we get to segment 5, he will be. That's for damn sure.
Okay, so the rest of the ones. The spirits are still active.
I'm going to fall back and fireball right in the center of all them.
With Scout in the middle of everything.
Scout's
Again.
a tough dude. He can take this.
Okay.
I have
I
to
can.
get 16 or less.
You hit it.
Get the 14.
Do your damage.
5d6 damage.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
only
So
17.
that's 2, 3, 4, 5 points of body. Okay, that's going to account
You
for
bastard.
these 3. Yeah. So that goes, and then you take 6 points of stun, Scout, and I think you're probably not
I
stunned
take-
out yet.
No, 6 points would KO me.
Oh, okay. You get knocked out.
I don't take
This-
any body damage
You
from
don't
that.
take any body. No, that was only 2.
I took 2 body
3,
last
4.
time.
I
No,
rolled
no,
less.
you didn't. You didn't take any body last time. I said you took 2 points of stun.
Oh, I
last
thought I
time.
did.
No.
Okay.
No one's successfully done 11 points of body, so you haven't taken any body.
I can do that one more time.
I'm,
The superheated
I'm knocked out
air, it
anyways.
just takes all the air away from you, and so you just kind of asphyxiate and drop. So you successfully knock out Scout, but the spirits are discorporated. They're still around. They're just not corporeal anymore. All right, what do you do? Rev is on the floor, unconscious. His body is still doing that odd thing where the skin gets translucent every few seconds and then fades back. So conscious or not, that's still going on.
Gone to. It's been a while since you've,
I punch him in the face as hard as I can over and over and over again, screaming at
you
the
kill
top of
Rev.
my lungs. I hate you, Ron Edwards. I hate you.
Is that who made this game?
Yeah, that's the right.
That's awesome.
I'm an asshole. I'm sorry.
Smash his little skull apart. Okay, you kill Rev. Oddly, his body still does the little translucent thing every few seconds. What's left of it anyway? Now you can see the crushed skull through all the pulp because it's highlight.
Can you resurrect like his spirit or something and then smack that around a little bit? Because I did threaten that as well, and I would hate to not follow through on my promises.
Yes. No, I can't.
Okay, well, so the question is, what do you do? Because it seems like his plan has already been put into action, whatever it was. Doesn't seem like it requires him to be around anymore.
There was nothing in the box. We did the computer stuff and sent the warning to the people. Hopefully it went through. More than likely, we still have assholes flying around outside of this thing trying to keep us in. Let's blow this goddamn place up.
And you drop 3 more endurance. Whatever's going on in here still seems to be sapping away your strength.
I can no longer cast fireball.
We need to get out of here. Okay, so this was a building with multi-levels, right?
Well, it looked like it from the outside, but it's just because the room with the big the cleaning area just takes up so much height. It's only got the 1 floor.
Okay. Have we noticed any windows, vents, skylights, or anything like that?
Oh, there's vents everywhere.
I mean, we could just try to go out the side or something, or we could just make a run for it, and whoever's slowest, well.
Kaylee is still holed up in the bathroom.
We've got to go. I like the idea of let's just run for it.
If you do run for it, do please put me on a dolly. I'm actually
I got
quite
you.
slow. Thank you.
I will throw you over my shoulder like a sack of beautiful potatoes.
You
Um,
fire him and carry Kaylee out.
Oh yeah.
I'll get Scout. Don't you worry about it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, somebody
Oh, that's
remembered
right, he's
Scout.
Oh
Pick up
yeah,
Scout.
that guy.
I mean, I
all
did
right.
try to say save Ivan's life.
Do
know.
you-
did.
I mean, maybe
Keep that-
maybe I should take Scout then because he's
No,
kind
no.
of bigger.
You get
Yeah,
Kaylee. I got Scout. It's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Didn't say he'd save him, just said he'd get him.
So are you just
Gotcha.
going to make a run for it then, and just go
Yes.
out the same doors that you came in?
Does
Yep.
Does Scout have any cash in his pockets?
He's probably got some cred chips.
All right, I take his cred chips and just leave them there.
Do you have any grenades or anything? Anything explosive on you, Scout?
Nope, just my shotgun shells.
No. Well,
I take his
all right, never
shotgun
mind.
and his shotgun shells as well.
Wait, you're leaving me?
You're unconscious. Go back to sleep.
Shh, shh, shh. Sun's
Are
getting
you really
low.
leaving Scout behind?
No. No.
Get
If
Scout.
Ivan
He's
doesn't
good
care
with a
enough.
gun.
I received divine message from above that Scout is not allowed to leave this building. And I just shoot him.
Oh,
Oh, you
just
bastard.
Finish Scout off.
Let's go.
Wait, 1 second. There's something I need to do first.
Yes.
And I'll also shoot Scout.
Turn him over so that it's a fresh, a fresh.
You get
canvas.
one side, I get the other.
Kaylee, do you want a shot too?
I've never shot a gun before. This is exciting.
Well, you've got your choice. I've got Scout's shotgun, or I have a revolver if you want to shoot that.
Which will hurt me less?
So it's
I
that
think the
Reservoir
revolver-
Dogs scene where you're all just you're just shooting Scout's body.
Does
It's
the
Kaylee-
pain of the
Kaylee-
gunshot wake me up?
No.
Do I get a last word?
No, sure, you can have the last word.
I
wait.
wake up, I'm screaming and I'm bleeding. Tell Kaylee I love her.
Oh, that's when Kaylee's first shot from a handgun blows his face off.
It just becomes RoboCop at that point.
Yeah. Okay, fun's over.
Did he say something? I didn't quite.
I
hear it.
didn't hear anything.
Yeah, so you all finish off Scout, leaving him behind. Are you going to move the living workers out of here, or are you leaving them behind? You don't have to. I mean, the conscience of your group was just brutally murdered. So
I mean, we can get that one guy. We only saw
Yeah.
the one living guy, right?
No,
The
there
other
was
one-
a
No,
bunch
there
of
was a stack
unconscious
of them.
people
Yeah.
piled up.
Oh well, we can't do anything about all of them, and it would be wrong to take one and not the other.
Let's just get the guy we said
I
we
have
would
an
help.
idea.
Right,
We
right. We
put
had an
them
agreement.
all on
with
a dolly, and we wheel them to the left. And then we go to our stealth chopper and leave.
Oh,
If there
you
are
know what
any
we could do?
guardians,
We could put a couple on a dolly and just sort of roll the dolly out as distraction, and then we use
exactly.
it to
Yes.
cover our escape. Yeah, that's a good idea.
okay.
All right. Let's.
All
get
right.
the fellow we
Well,
said
when
we
you
could-
get out, actually, there are no patrols. So they seem to be gone.
Well,
He
we didn't
pulled-
even need to shoot Scout.
Yeah.
we killed Scout for no reason.
And you had a dolly that you could have carried me out.
Well,
So-
I mean, Ivan shot him, and I thought he was dying, and I was just like mercy killing at that point, and then it just got fun. It's like playing darts or something.
It was worth losing the last few bits of endurance in there while you did this. Actually, no, that didn't. You actually were so elated by killing Scout that you lost no endurance during that time.
Nice.
No, there's no more patrols. It
Okay.
seems like the coast is clear. You get in, but it's not until you drive several meters away before your pans become active again, and then suddenly your pan is blowing up, Kaylee. All the information is coming through. You're getting messages from Nidoron saying, "What? Yeah, so the fallout of it, since we're way over time, is going to be that you do get them the information, so they can't stop the speech from happening, but they certainly can ban the concessions from coming in. So no food and beverage sales. Some people did get sick from the water cleansing plant that provided water to some of the outside area, but they shut it all down at the stadium. So like everybody's like, bring your own water, no water here, don't use the bathrooms either, which is just a living hell for everyone that goes to hear his speech, which lasts for 2 hours long because he's a politician that can talk forever and nobody can use the bathroom. It's really bad. It's really bad, but he doesn't die. Some people
his campaign does, though, once everybody shits themselves at his feet.
Yeah, and so we'll end it in this system there. So yes, we Scout asked for this to be his last story arc with us here. So you know, we just let the group do what they wanted to do.
Chuck is just a bastard.
No, it's great because a few minutes before I decided to shoot him, Steven sent me a private message and said, "You know what? Maybe I do want to play more as Scout." And I'm like, "No,
no, we're not going to
too late now."
Boom. So we're going to do one more story arc for whoever wants to do it, but we're going to actually use the Shadowrun system for the last story arc. We're going to use 2nd edition Shadowrun, and we'll tie up the 2050s. So we'll have Dunkelzahn being president. We'll move ahead a few months and what the fallout of the first dragon president is, and do one story arc with that. There we go. The system can be 6 feet underground and some dirt shoveled over it. Call it done. But that's
shot in a toxic water plant.
What we got for tonight. Chuck, what's the Defenders doing? Week coming up.
Wednesday, we've got Thunder Rift.
Drop your own links in there if you will. I haven't got my hotkeys up yet.
Thunder Rift Fantasy Age, trying to figure out what's going on with all these weird potatoes. It's Wednesday. Thursday, we're going to be back doing more Tales from the Loop with our Through the Hedgerows campaign. Friday, we should finally make it back for Dungeon Crawl Classics, our Dead Sun campaign. And then this Saturday will be our doubleheader, my doubleheader. Saturday during the day over on Grim and Perilous Plays, we'll be doing some Fallout 2D20. And then, Bert, I'll let you talk about what we're doing Saturday night.
Yeah, there's something going on Saturday, isn't there? Steven, you got a next version of your Haunted House game coming up?
I might have another game in the works, but we haven't announced it yet, so I'm not sure when it'll be. But, Bert, thank you for letting me be in Shadowrun for so long. And one final thing, I asked Ivan to actually fireball me to death, but it just showed how incapable he is at being a magic user. That he had to do it with two fireballs. He had to
do it with a bullet.
I hit you with two. I'll let you have this one, but only because you died.
That's my final statement as Scout.
Oof. All right. Jeff, what's the Lollygaggers have going on this week?
Yeah, tomorrow we should be back to Holler for Savage Worlds. You can see Bert and Chuck in that. Friday, we're going to be playing some Mothership, and Steven will be in that game. And Saturday, we're doing One Ring 2nd Edition, and Steven will also be in that game. And the party will also shoot him to death like a scene from RoboCop. So, very similar stuff.
It seems to be a theme. Seems to be a theme. And Jake,
I just bring it out in people.
Well, since it was mentioned earlier, I might as well go ahead and just mention Chemicor's Diet Zing! Cola. You can enjoy the same great taste and unlimited psycho-spiritual potential now with no sugar, no calories, no fear, no pain, no regrets, no retreat, no surrender, and no one on earth who can stand against your will. That's Diet Zing! Cola. Nothing will ever hold you back again. Disclaimer, Chemicor is not responsible for any legal or funerary costs incurred as a result of consuming Diet Zing! Cola.
Perfect. And they were beat out by Bang Cola, unfortunately. The Cola Wars are brutal.
They were.
Curb Stop Zinc. It's just, Brutal. Yeah, so coming up, twitch.tv/Steam Steel Murder this Tuesday. We've got probably the last episode in our Desert of Desolation series. We've gone through the classic first edition Dungeons and Dragons modules, I3, 4, and 5, the Pharaoh series or the Desert of Desolation series. Friday will be BX Dungeons and Dragons. Started a new story arc there. Saturday, we're doing some Weird Frontiers on the official Goodman Games channel with many of the Defenders of Cobalt. Always a good time. Jake's in that one as well. And that's what's coming out. Check out the podcast, Magic, BLUMAGIK.com. And here's my social links. All the fun stuff right there. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.